Princeton University, where revolution, genius, and legacy meet. In the heart of New Jersey stands a place where history does not merely live in books. It lingers in the stone, the halls, and the quiet paths beneath the trees. Princeton University is more than one of the world's most prestigious institutions. It is a symbol of American intellect, resilience, and transformation. From the fires of revolution to the frontiers of modern science, Princeton has stood at the crossroads of history. And at the center of that story is a building that has witnessed war, learning, and legend, Nassau Hall. The birth of an institution. Before Princeton became a name known around the world, it began as a bold idea in colonial America. Founded in 1746 as the College of New Jersey, the institution was created during a time when higher education in the colonies was still young and fragile. Its mission was ambitious: to educate leaders, ministers, and thinkers who would shape the future of a growing society. After moving to Princeton in 1756, the college found its permanent home in a quiet town that would soon become part of one of the most dramatic chapters in American history. The centerpiece of the campus, Nassau Hall, was completed in 1756 and quickly became the largest academic building in the colonies. But its role would soon extend far beyond education. Princeton and the American Revolution. The American Revolution was not only fought in battlefields and cities, it also reached the campuses of colonial America. In January 1777, Princeton became the site of one of the war's most important early victories, the Battle of Princeton. After the famous crossing of the Delaware River and the victory at Trenton, General George Washington led his troops toward Princeton in a daring maneuver against British forces. The battle that followed was brief but decisive. It helped restore American morale at a critical moment in the war. And Nassau Hall stood at the center of it all. During the battle, the building was occupied by British and Hessian troops. Cannon fire struck the structure, and the fighting around it became part of the larger struggle for control of the town. When the battle ended, Nassau Hall had been damaged, but it survived, a silent witness to the birth of a nation. For a time, the building even served as a temporary seat of the Continental Congress, making Princeton not just a witness to revolution, but a participant in the making of the United States. Nassau Hall remains one of the most powerful symbols of Princeton's Revolutionary War legacy, a place where education and independence collided in the smoke of battle. A university of minds. As the nation grew, so did Princeton's reputation. What began as a colonial college evolved into a university known for intellectual excellence, rigorous scholarship, and a deep commitment to inquiry. Over the centuries, Princeton attracted some of the brightest minds in the world. Its campus became a place where ideas were not only preserved, they were challenged, tested, and transformed. And among the many figures who would leave their mark on Princeton, few are as legendary as Albert Einstein. Einstein in Princeton. Though Einstein was not a Princeton University professor in the traditional sense, his presence in Princeton became part of the town's identity and the university's broader intellectual aura. In 1933, Einstein came to Princeton, joining the Institute for Advanced Study, an independent research institution closely associated with the university community. He would spend the rest of his life there, working in a place that valued deep thought over public spectacle. Princeton became the final home of one of the greatest scientific minds in history. Einstein's years in Princeton symbolized something larger than one man's career. They reflected the university's role as a sanctuary for ideas, a place where scholars from around the world could pursue truth, free from distraction and fear. Even today, Einstein's legacy remains woven into Princeton's identity. His presence helped define Princeton as a global center of intellectual life, where the pursuit of knowledge is treated almost as a sacred calling. Princeton's enduring legacy. Princeton University's story is not just one of age or prestige. It is a story of continuity, of a place that has remained relevant across centuries because it has never stopped evolving. It survived revolution. It helped shape a nation. It welcomed thinkers who changed the world. From the cannon fire at Nassau Hall to the quiet brilliance of Einstein's Princeton years, this university has stood as a bridge between America's past and its future. Today, Princeton remains a place where history and innovation coexist, where the echoes of the revolution still seem to move through the trees, and where the search for knowledge continues with the same urgency that defined its earliest days. Finally, Princeton University is not just a campus. It is a living monument to the American story, a place where a nation was tested, where genius found a home, and where the past still speaks to the present. In its stones, its halls, and its legacy, Princeton reminds us that history is not something we leave behind. Sometimes, history is where we learn. Subscribe to our channel for more educative videos. Thank you.